let's take a look at the field for the upcoming contest. And this is going to be quite a tussle. It is the Mare's Pace. Rocknificent will occupy post 1 in this good-looking field, where LYONS Sentinel has been, I would say, the undisputed queen of the division all season long. But we saw this quite a bit last week in the elimination. She was a beaten favorite. How surprised were you at that?
You know, I was pretty surprised. You know, she got pretty roughed up there. You know, she had to come first up and make up a decent amount of ground. Was only beat a length, 26-3 to Rocknificent and Peaky Sneaky. So, you know, the one thing about the King group is that they normally have their horses revved up and ready to go. One of the horses that received a bye into this race was the 6 Racine Belle, who supplemented to this race for $31,250. The connections of Racine Belle have to have a lot of confidence in their top mare.
All right, and there's a look at some of the historical stats from this particular division in the Breeders' Crown. Hannah Hanover and Kissin' in the Sand share the stakes record at 148. Hannah Hanover was an interesting mare. She was a preferred type north of the border in Canada, campaigned by Mark Stacey, and she loved the Meadowlands. Talk about a horse for course. When she came here, many of her biggest performances came on this stage, including her Breeders' Crown win in 148. Starting gate is rolling. Race number 9 on today's Meadowlands program. It's our next Breeders' Crown Championship for the Open Mare Pacers. Should be a good one.
And it's post time. The preferred equine starting gate is rolling. Odds on at 1-2, 3 LYONS Sentinel. At 7-2, the elimination winner, Rocknificent. The Breeders' Crown final. 3-year-olds and up, fillies and mares, $330,000 presented by Kentuckiana Farms. Field of 10 on gate. Race 9. Here they come. They're off. Racine Belle shoots out of there, goes right to the top. Rocknificent from the inside, early speed with Peaky Sneaky, and LYONS Sentinel is 4th. JK First Lady 3 wide from 5th as they swing around that first turn. Keep Rockin' settles in 6th. In front of Rockin' Nola, followed by Marlowe Hanover. And then it's Drama Act on the outside, and Treacherous Rain trails. Quick dart to the front. Rocknificent, the elimination winner, with Scott Zeron. Plants are up front here, in control, 27 flat. So Racine Belle secures that pocket ride with the early speed. Peaky Sneaky close to the pace in 3rd. The odds-on choice, LYONS Sentinel, bides her time in 4th position. It's JK First Lady looking to be an anxious 5th here. Keep Rockin' is 6th as they continue towards the half underway. Is Rockin' Nola to the outside. Then it's Marlowe Hanover. Drama Act is underway. Gap at the back is Treacherous Rain. And it's Rocknificent with the stranglehold on at 5-2 on the board here. 55-1, 28-1 second quarter. Rocknificent, perfect 2-hole ride for Racine Belle and Jason Bartlett as they round the far turn. It's Peaky Sneaky who stayed in. LYONS Sentinel has to do it uncovered as they head to 3 quarters. Grabbing her cover, JK First Lady on the outside. She's all set to come 3 wide right now. Keep Rockin' with a shuffle on the inside. Rockin' Nola has some work to do, but it's Rocknificent on the engine at 3 quarters and 1:22-3. Lays down a 27-2 in that 3rd quarter into the stretch of the Breeders' Crown. Rocknificent, and on the outside, LYONS Sentinel is coming up to challenge. Racine Belle trying to squeeze on through. It is still Rocknificent. LYONS Sentinel on the outside and Racine Belle. Rocknificent is Crownnificent. It's Rocknificent. And then LYONS Sentinel. Then close either Peaky Sneaky or Racine Belle. Rocknificent at 149 in the Breeders' Crown.
Rocknificent really peaking at the right time in the season. Red hot coming into this final, and Scott Zeron, taking matters into his own hands, made the quarter pole move to the front. That ended up being the winning move as she kicks home with 26-2 final quarter speed to win in 149, just missing the stakes record in this category by a 1/5 of a second.
Yeah, things got a little bit tight there down the stretch. We noticed is Racine Belle. How about the effort from Racine Belle? As of late, she's looked almost like a little bit of a tired racehorse. I mean, she's raced 23 times this season with 11 wins, has only missed the board twice all season long, and she really was sharp. She's going to finish third, going for $330,000 after putting up the $32,000. She proved her trackers to be wrong.
Absolutely. LYONS Sentinel could not get there, similar to what we saw from Atlanta earlier. A tremendous effort, but was just second best on this particular day, and is the runner-up here, but doesn't diminish at all from the kind of season she has had, where she has been the undisputed queen of the division. The inquiry is up, and they're having a look at Racine Belle in the stretch drive, where again she got in the tight quarters. We'll take a look at it here. Looked like she was live and had some pace there, but really nowhere to go.
Maybe a pylon violation here. It looked like she kicked one of the pylons out and maybe went inside another pylon or two. As we take a look at it here, she's sitting behind number one Rocknificent, who on the pan cam, it looked like maybe they got tight, but the horse kind of veered in a little bit. You're going to see here, right about here, there goes the pylon, maybe call it a pylon violation, but the way the pylons are here, they're kind of angled, right, Craig? So maybe that will save her.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, and I should know this, how they rule on it in New Jersey. I know in Ontario, if you go over top of pylons, if you hit them but don't go totally inside them,
Yep.
then that makes a difference.
It doesn't look like
there you have to go totally inside to be considered inside the pylon. So we'll see what happens. It would have been interesting to see had she been able to get clearance, if she would have been able to take a run at Rocknificent.
How about Linda Toscano here, giving Scotty Z a big hug. Hall of Fame trainer Linda Toscano, still at the top of her game, doing some really, really big things. Linda's led some really nice horses, most notably market share, to some really nice and big performances.
And this is her first win in this filly pace category. So, everything Linda has done, this is one particular division that has eluded her over the years, but no longer gets it done here. And Linda has to be all smiles as well to watch, what her former pupils have done in the stallion shed. We know about Chapter 7, obviously,
Yep.
and his son, Walner, maybe going even to another level.
Yeah, just seeing some of her old stock kind of make a big case or a big scene, so to speak, on the harness racing circuit. She's got to be super proud of all of those horses. For Scotty Z, that is his first victory in this race as well. So they team up together to win their first Breeders Crown Mare Pace together.
And a multiple Breeders' Crown weekend for Scott Zeron. Of course, one last evening with Monty Mickey and the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pace to cap off the night, and gets it done here with Rocknificent in the 3-year-old filly Pace. So Scott adding to his reputation as a big money driver.
Yeah, Jeff Corral and Jason Settlemore, special thanks to them for allowing Costa TV to be here as well. They are in the winner's circle to meet Rocknificent here in this race presented by Kentuckiana Farms.
And Rocknificent showing that her elimination win was certainly no fluke. Didn't get maybe quite the level of respect she deserved coming in, but she is proving now that she is going to be a late season force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that win 2 back, I mean, just in the filly and mare All-Arage, I mean, was a winner in 148 flat. Anybody who didn't think that she would at least make a case here. 1-2 on LYONS Sentinel was tough to take, right? That short price, but like you said, you will be handsomely rewarded in this situation. We kick off the pick 3 here, so Rocknificent, instead of being 3, maybe 4-1, depending on what the final odds were, might be treated more like a 6 or 7-1 shot in your exotics. So congratulations if you picked Rocknificent in this field. Finishing third was the 2 Peaky Sneaky, and again, Racine Belle, I mean, absolutely put up a really good effort with Jason Bartlett in the sulky. So 1-3-2-6 as we take a look at the prices from race 9.
Rocknificent goes off as a 5-2 winner, and with the 2 favorites just in reverse order, you get handsomely rewarded in the exactor wager as well. $15.20 for that 1-3 combination. A 50-cent pick 4 sequence pretty popular combination, 27.50 for that. A late pick 4 wager is going to start off next with 2 more Breeders' Crown races still to come, and they will comprise the opening half of that late pick 4 wager. Linda Toscano, the first lady when it comes to female trainers in the sport of harness racing. Tremendous career, Hall of Fame trainer, and now just simply adding to an already incredible resume.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, she's trained some of harness racing's top-tier talent. I mean, we mentioned market share. We talked about Walner earlier. Has become a really stellar sire along with Chapter 7. So Linda Toscano, just a highlighted career. And it's great to see some of the women in the sport, in a very much male-dominated sport, kind of step up on the big grand stage and produce some really high-talented winners.
And I think she's one of those people that's tremendously respected throughout the industry. And that's part of, I think, what makes her a top trainer. And you take the male-female thing out of the equation. She's just a great trainer. And we had the chance to have her on an edition of COSA TV this past winter for one of our virtual shows, and it was a lot of fun and nice to go back and kind of walk through the early days of her career, because she's earned everything she's gotten the hard way.
Yeah, and I had a chance to catch up with her. We'll talk a little bit about that. Let's send it to Gabe Pruitt, who's standing by with Linda Toscano and Scott Zeron.
There's into your own hands today, right down the road with this mare.
Yeah, honestly, I first want to congratulate the horse Rocknificent. I mean, she has been amazing for me all year. Driving horses sometimes isn't easy, but driving her is really robotic. She gives me everything every time, super nice and professional, and she lets me do that with her, where I'm able to start her up leaving and then just kind of get some soft fractions, and it really became a great stretch race.
And speaking of that, it happened right here today. You got a nice rating in the middle half. You had to be quite confident turning for home.
Yeah, but we've been in that situation before, and it just seems like LYONS Sentinel is really tough to fend off, and today we got the upper hand.
Yeah, she doesn't like to stop coming, but your mare just kept marching through the lane.
She did too, and I don't put her on front a whole lot, so when I do, she's usually pretty good.
Congratulations, Scott. We'll let you get back to it. Linda, talk to us about Rocknificent. She's been so consistent all season long. It feels good to get the big one, I'm sure.
It sure does, and like Scott just said, it's going to sound like a mutual admiration society, but she does what she does because he taught her to do that. He's done a great job with her. She's as relaxed. She shows up every single week. She gives us a great effort, and I'm tickled that she got a big one.
Yeah, and you've trained horses obviously for decades, and she's just so well mannered. She's so easy to drive. Scott's remarked on it many times. It's not easy to get one with those type of manners.
No, I mean, I'd like to take credit for that, but that's just her.
You can.
No, that's just her. She's just a pleasure. She's great gaited. She's quick off the gate, and she's 2 fingers to come back to you.
All right, we've got Dan Baer here as well of the South Mountain Stables. Dan, it has to feel good to have the sport's newest millionaire.
It's fantastic, but it's even better having a Hall of Fame trainer training my horse, and probably a soon-to-be Hall of Fame driver in Scott Zeron. They've been fantastic. I do my part. I pay the bills, and that's about all I do, and they do all the work, and they've been wonderful.
That's a big part. I know it has to be just a pleasure to see her in the box and to go week after week. Her consistency, as we've talked about, has been so key.
Well, that's the job that Linda has done with her, and it's amazing how she can leave all the time and still be consistent as she is. I have to give it to her. She's a fantastic horse, and she gives me heart palpitations every time she races, but it's wonderful, and today's fantastic.
Well, congratulations. We're so happy for all you guys. Dan Baer with the South Mountain Stables, Hall of Famer Linda Toscano and driver Scott Zeron, Rocknificent in the Breeders' Crown Final.